Hi everyone. Today I'm going to discuss and answer the questions in assignment number 4 that covers software development and intellectual property. So question number 1. Identify and briefly discuss two ways that the use of an effective software development methodology can protect software manufacturers from legal liability for defective software. Software product liability claims are frequently based in strict liability, negligence, breach of warranty, or mispresentation. Strict liability means that the defendant is responsible for injuring another person regardless or negligence or intent. The plaintiff must prove only that the software product is defective or unreasonably dangerous and that the defect caused the injury. When sued for negligence, a software supplier is not being held responsible for every product defect that causes a customer or third-party loss. Instead, responsibility is limited to just those harmful defects that could have been detected and corrected through reasonable software development practices. So what are those? The plaintiff must have a valid contract that the supplier did not fulfill in order to win a breach of warranty claim. International misrepresentation, misrepresentation occurs when a seller or lessor either misrepresents the quality of a product or conceals a defect in it. Most software manufacturers use limited warranties disclaimers to avoid any claim of misrepresentation. So, 2. Use the 5-step decision-making process discussed in Chapter 1 to analyze the following situations and recommend a course of action. So, the case begins with the manslaughter indictment of a programmer for writing faulty code that resulted in the death of a robot operator. Slowly, over the course of many articles, you're introduced to several factors within the corporation contributing to the accident. After reading the case, you must answer the following questions. So these are the two questions. First, responsibility for an accident is rarely defined clearly and is often difficult to trace to one or two people or causes. In this fictitious case, it is clear that a large number of people share responsibility for the accident. Identify all the people you think were at least partially responsible for the death of Bart Matthews, and explain why you think so. So, for the case of the for the death of the robot operator, I think the responsible for it is the programmer itself because he must know what is the common um I mean the common mistakes of a programmer is the code or the standards of it is not applicable to it. So jump to the second question. Imagine that you are the leader of a task force assigned to correct the problems uncovered by this accident. Develop a list of the 6 most significant actions to take to avoid future problems. So, if I am the task force leader that would assign to address the problems uncovered by this accident, I would suggest the team to be organized or to use a appropriate methodology to avoid or to prevent futuristic problems of the software that we're currently developing And to be able to do that, it is necessary for the team to have a regular meetings thrice a week or fourth. I mean, every day is necessary to have a regular meetings. Daily meetings is a must. So for the third question, what is a cross-licensing agreement? How do large software companies use such agreements? Do you think their use is fair to small software development firms? Why or why not? So, cross-licensing agreement is an agreement for large companies to be able to communicate or to have a approval for other companies that the software will be using to deploy to the other companies. It must have a licensing agreement with the other company. I think it is fair because this agreement may may not affect the relationship between a large company going to a small software development firms. That's it. Thank you.